What's up YouTube, it's Elijah Dream and we're back again with another NBA 2K23 New Gen build video. And today once again we have another special treat for you guys. We have a 7-foot center build that gets Hall of Fame quick first step with slashing takeover. So the combination of Hall of Fame quick first step with the slashing takeover and the quickness, the speed, ball handling, speed of the ball, it is a very fun combo. Now this build is offensively very great in the paint. Unfortunately it is lacking a little bit on the defensive and rebounding side, but we had to do that in order to keep the slashing takeover while having a 99 post control. So I would say this build is really more of like a park build. You can take it to the wreck, but you are going to get out rebounded. It can definitely hold its own, but it's really not optimal for the wreck, especially if you're up against like a 7'2" or a 7'3" paint beast, anybody with high rebounding. You might have a little bit of a tough time, but still this build is really fun, and the combination of Hall of Fame quick first step and slashing takeover is really cool. But let's just get right into this video. Of course, you're going to go at the center position. Handedness, you can pick right, left, whatever you feel, does not matter. And your jersey number, same thing. You can pick whatever you want right here as well too. So like I said, it is 7 feet tall and you want to drop the weight all the way down to 215 pounds. We're going to max out the speed with the ball, our speed, acceleration, strength, everything. So we're going to have great physicals. And of course, Hall of Fame quick first step, you want to be able to dribble and have high acceleration so you can really beat your defender with that Hall of Fame quick first step badge. And of course, 7'10" wingspan. The longer the wingspan, the better on a center. It just helps out with rebounds, block shots. You can definitely notice a difference if you use a center with a smaller wingspan, if you like to use a stretch or something like that. So wingspan definitely does help with the intangibles. Body shape, pick whatever you want as well too. You can go with slight. I believe that's what I did right here. Hall of Fame quick first step, slash and takeover in a small body frame like this. Looks a little glitchy. I love it. So first things first, our close shot, we're going to go up to a 96. So we are going to get Hall of Fame fast twitch on this build with the slash and takeover. So like I said, the offense in the paint on this build is elite, and our driving layup, we're going to go with an 84 so we can get gold acrobat to go with that slash and takeover as well. And once again, I went up to a 92 right here so we can unlock the elite driving contact dunk packages. And of course, you know I had to go with the 90 standing dunk as well. So once again, this build will get both elite standing and driving contact dunks just like the 7'0" diamond paint beast. But on this build, we are going to get a 99 post control for that Hall of Fame quick first step. So like I said, the finishing is absolutely amazing on this build to go with the post control. You can absolutely spin people or drop step them, then you can do your standing dunks, or if you're out in the perimeter, you have your slashing takeover activated and Hall of Fame quick first step, easy blow bys, you can dunk on anybody in the paint. And as you've seen in the earlier mixtape, I was getting quite a few pretty nasty bodies out there. Unfortunately, we do not have a mid-range, so we do have a 56, so in takeover, you might be able to knock down a green midi. Jump shots might not be great for it though, but it's something you could definitely look into. Free throw though, up to a 65, that's pretty much the sweet spot. I was shooting about 84% with a 65 free throw rating with free throw 33. And for our pass accuracy, you will want to go up to a 66 in this category. Getting to a 66 will give us an extra badge point, which will of course come in handy for that Hall of Fame quick first step, silver break starter, and all the other playmaking badges. So we do get a little bit of pass accuracy on this build, which is nice, so we can still get our full court outlet passes, get some easy assists, and of course easy bucket opportunities for our teammates. And what I ended up doing right here, going up to a 60 ball handle, and I maxed out the speed with ball. So you will actually get a Giannis Antetokounmpo dribble package at 65 speed with ball, plus with a doubled up slashing takeover and juice perk, you will get plus 21 to this category and the ball handle category. So you're going to get an 86 speed with ball and an 81 ball handle in slashing takeover. And that will go extremely nice with that Hall of Fame quick first step. And once we get down to the physicals, we will also max out our acceleration, which you will also get plus 21 to that too. So there is a little bit of method to the madness with using this Hall of Fame quick first step. I wanted to be able to make sure we got high ball handling, speed with ball, and we were really able to blow by our defenders at 7 feet tall. Now this unfortunately is the worst part about this build. We only get a 67 interior defense. I wish I could go 68 so I could get bronze post lockdown, but unfortunately if you go to 68 you don't get the slashing takeover, so you have to go with a 67 interior defense. So this is what I was talking about. This build is lacking on the defensive end, but as you've seen in the earlier mixtape as well too, I was getting snatch blocks, swat blocks, so it can hold its own, but you are going to allow a lot of easy layups and dunks right by you with this, unfortunately. But this is what we had to do to keep the Hall of Fame quick first step with the slashing takeover. You always have to sacrifice something, unfortunately. And our perimeter defense, you can go up to a 60, so for 7 feet tall, that's not too bad. Just the way all the attributes worked out, this is what we could go up to for here. So like I said, maybe a little bit more of a park build because the interior defense and the rebounding, as you'll see, isn't really great. But 60 perimeter defense at 7 feet tall, if you have good defensive instincts, you should be able to stay in front of your man quite often. And unfortunately, we do not get a steal on this build. Once again, that's just the way the attributes worked out. And for our block rating, we go up to an 87, which will get us silver anchor. And as you can see, like I just mentioned in the earlier mixtape, I still was getting snatch blocks, swat blocks, all that kind of stuff, but you won't get as many stops as you would if you had higher interior defense or a 93 block. But like I said, once again, this is just what we had to do in order to keep that Hall of Fame quick first step and slashing takeover. In our defensive rebound, we're going to go up to an 85. So this was the very first time that I tried out an 85 rebounding build. I was not a huge fan of it, honestly. Like I said, if you go up against a 7'2" or a 7'3" or any 7-footer that has high rebounding, you're gonna get out rebounded every single time. You're probably gonna get out rebounded at the center position every single time as well too. You can hold your own in a way, like you probably will still average like 9 or 10 rebounds, but you're going to give up a lot of second chance opportunities to the other bigger centers. And of course, the 50 offensive rebound also isn't ideal, so you're not really gonna get too many offensive rebounds with this build. You can still get some putbacks with that 92 driving dunk as well, but this is what I mean. This is why I think it's a little bit more of a park build, because I think the 85 defensive rebound is a lot more usable in the park. There's a lot of 6'9s, 7-footer is going to be pretty tall out there and have a size advantage. Plus, you are very athletic. You will get an 82 vertical, as you see later, so you can definitely jump up there and get rebounds, but in the rec it is a little bit tougher. So that's what I mean. This is a great offensive build. The defense is lacking a little bit, and it is a little bit tough against some interior builds that match up against you. And for our physicals, you want to max out the speed, of course, and once again, like I said, doubled up slashing takeover with the juice perk, plus 21 to speed, acceleration, strength, and vertical. So you're looking at a 99 speed in slashing takeover. And of course, you want to max out your acceleration to go with that Hall of Fame quick first step. So you're going to get a 95 acceleration in slashing takeover, an 86 speed with ball, and an 81 ball handle, and a 99 speed. So these combinations with the Hall of Fame quick first step badge should allow you to blow by your defender with ease, especially if they are 7'2" or 7'3" and they come out and play you in the perimeter. You can rip by them, no problem. And for our strength, you want to go up to a 70 on this, and once again, plus 21 to this will give you a 91 strength, and you can add your workout boost on top of these categories as well, which is a roughly plus 4, so you're still looking at a 95 strength and slashing takeover with the juice perk. So it'll absolutely get the job done. You'll still be able to hold your own, and I've really never had too many issues with the 70 strength and the slashing takeover. That's why I love the slashing takeover, because it also boosts these categories with the ball handle, speed with ball, really OP. And of course, an 82 vertical to go with the 92 driving dunks, so you can get the elite driving contact dunks. And vertical definitely helps with rebounding and blocking shots, so that will also help you in that area as well. And of course, plus 21 to this, you're going to get a 99 vertical in takeover, so you'll be able to leap out the gym, block shots, grab rebounds, and of course take off and dunk on anyone underneath the rim. And lastly, our stamina, we can push this all the way up to a 90, and that's going to give us the 99 overall for the 7'0" interior finisher with slashing takeover and Hall of Fame quick first step. So pretty solid build all the way around. It is lacking on the defensive end a little bit, like I said, but the inside finishing is absolutely OP. You'll still be able to dribble, Hall of Fame quick first step to go along with that, with the 95 acceleration and 86 speed with ball. You should be able to get some really fun clips, especially if you're a center that knows how to dribble. I'm sure you could cook up with this and get some pretty mean and nasty clips. Here we can click continue, and there we have it. You got your slashing takeover. You can even put on your post scoring takeover as well. So these are the only two takeover options that you get, are slashing and post scoring takeover. But of course, you want to go with the slashing takeover, and on this build, you for sure want to go with the easy blow bys to go with that Hall of Fame quick first step. It just makes absolutely sense to go with that 95 acceleration and 86 speed with ball. This will allow you to blow by your defenders with ease, and especially doubled up easy blow bys, that is going to be especially OP with Hall of Fame quick first step. So I highly recommend that you guys double up the easy blow bys. You can go slashing and post scoring if you want, but you are going to get the most out of this build if you go with the doubled up easy blow by slashing takeover. And then we can click continue, and we get shades of Orlando Shaq, and I have never seen that picture of Orlando Shaq before. If you go back and look at the toxic 7'3" inside masher, there's Orlando Shaq, which is the first comparison in that build, but it's a different picture. This looks like Orlando Shaq's last year when he was about to go to the Lakers. Like, he looks a little bit older in this picture, but I thought that was kind of interesting. And another thing that's different about this too, it's a lighter shade of blue, and the logo is a little bit different. So if you guys go back, compare my two thumbnails, goes for this build and the Toxic 7'3" inside masher, there's 2 different Orlando shacks. It's really cool. I'd never seen that before, so it's kind of cool to have a different shack comparison. And then of course we also have comparisons of Ivica Zubac and Clint Capella. And it does come out as an interior finisher, so nothing too crazy of a build name, and people will be sitting paint on you with this build as well too. But as long as you come out, set some screens, use some IQ, you'll be absolutely fine. And if you can get them to come out to the perimeter and guard you somehow, you can easily blow by them and dunk on anybody that gets in your way. So now that we've got how to make this build, let's get into the first attributes that you should upgrade and the badge setup for this build. So here is a screenshot of how I first upgraded this build. I went to an 85 close shot so we can get gold fast twitch and still be able to finish around the rim, an 80 driving layup so you'll still be able to finish your layups, and a 92 driving dunk for elite driving contacts, and of course the 90 standing dunk for elite big man contact dunks. And I went 99 post control off rip so I'm able to get that Hall of Fame quick first step badge immediately. I put my free throw up to a 50, that's just where the extra points went for this build. And I wanted that speed with ball off rip too with a 65, so once we get into that takeover we can get that 86 speed with ball with that Hall of Fame quick first step. I only went up to a 60 interior defense for now and only an 80 block, but of course once you get your next attribute upgrades you can go ahead and increase those. Those are probably the best categories to upgrade next. And I maxed out my speed and acceleration, so once we are in that slashing takeover we can have Hall of Fame quick first step with that 95 acceleration and 86 speed with ball to really test it out and see how OP that combination is. Unfortunately I did not put anything to strength, but once again as you get your next attributes you should focus on that and your defense. And of course you need that 82 vertical to go with the 92 driving dunk so you're able to get the elite driving contact dunk packages. And lastly, my stamina I maxed it out to a 90 so we will have no issues with the Gatorade or anything like that. And this will cost you 229k VC, but you'll be able to finish, rebound the ball a little bit, and plays a little bit into your defense, but you will have that Hall of Fame quick first step and all your slashing takeovers and physicals that you would need to really make use of that Hall of Fame quick first step badge. So here we have my badges, and as you can see in the top right corner, I do have 30 finishing badges, 11 playmaking, and 23 defensive badges. So I added +2 to playmaking and +6 to my defensive badges, and once I'm able to get another badge point, I will probably put it on the defensive end. I've had some comments recently, people must be new to the game. They're like, well, in the builder you had this amount of badges, how do you all of a sudden have more badges when you're showing us your badge setup? So that just shows you where I put my extra badges. So now as you can see here, I put +2 to playmaking and I went +6 to defense. But the finishing badge setup that I'm rocking, of course you want that Hall of Fame fast twitch. Once you're able to get that 96 close shot, get that Hall of Fame fast twitch, and of course once you're able to core that, absolutely do that. I don't think masher is worth it to run on a 7'0" build. If you're 7'2" or 7'3", you can go ahead and throw this on if you have the extra badge points, but a 7 feet tall and if you're going to play rec, I don't think it's worth it. Maybe if you're playing park you can throw this on because you're going to play against 6'9s and 6'8s and it should activate then, but otherwise I wouldn't worry about it. And of course we have our gold rise up as well too, definitely love that badge. But once we're able to get that Hall of Fame fast twitch cord, you can throw on your wizard or your posterizer. You can spread it out between those two. Those are the only 2 extra badges that I really recommend. You can maybe try out Giant Slayer if you want against those 7'3s if you do get matched up against them, but still it might not be worth it. And if you're going to play park, I probably wouldn't put this badge on. But of course gold slithery finisher, that will help you with finishing around the rack. Now what I actually should have done is Hall of Fame fearless finisher, and then I can go silver acrobat for now. But as you see, I only have 27 badges right now. Once I get my next one, I will put this on to gold acrobat. But definitely want to go with that Hall of Fame fearless finisher to go with that slashing takeover and help you finish some crazy layups and dunks. And absolutely gold limitless takeoff. You're 7 feet tall, you got long legs, 92 driving dunk. You can take off from pretty far away and dunk on anybody that's underneath the rim. And for our playmaking, right now I have silver break starter cord, but once I'm able to get Hall of Fame quick first step on core, we'll get an extra 6 badge points. You definitely want to throw that on, and you can even put on your Hall of Fame vice grip, which will help you with rebounds and not losing the ball. And maybe you want to go floor general, or you can go handles for days. You do have a 60 ball handle, and this does have a bit of a dribbling style to it, so you maybe want to go with that as well too. And here I currently have silver rebound chaser cord, so I could get my silver pogo stick, and I got my silver anchor. I almost have that cord as well too. I'll probably run the double defensive core badges because the defense is lacking on this build. So then I'll probably put on my bronze brick brick wall, and I'll still have 1 extra badge point left over, and I'll probably end up putting that on silver chase down artist. At 99 speed and takeover plus the chase down artist, you can get some pretty nasty and insane chase down blocks. Of course, gold box out beast to really help us as much as we can with the rebounding. You'll still probably get swam by 7-2s, 7-3s with high strength and rebounding, but try your best with the gold box out and see how it goes. And we're only able to get silver workhorse, unfortunately, so that kind of sucks there, but it will help you out a little bit with the rebounding, and bronze interceptor. And once I get an extra badge point, I'll probably put it on like challenger, or maybe I'll finish it out with gold chase down artist or something like that. But there we have it. There's the badge setup for the 7'0" interior finisher with Hall of Fame quick first step and slashing takeover. And of course, you guys know I love to include gameplay with these build videos, and we have a 44 point, 17 or 16 rebound and 12 assist triple double gameplay with this build in the rec center. So a fun gameplay for you guys to see how this build plays and what it can all do. So let's get right into it. So here we've got the 44 point, 16 rebound, 12 assist, 1 steal, and no block triple double gameplay on 22 of 26 shooting. And as you've seen there, we are up against a 7'1" stretch 5, so he does have a slight height advantage, but this guy for sure did not have a max wingspan. He had a little bit of a shorter wingspan. I was able to get 16 rebounds in this gameplay with an 85 defensive rebound rating. So you can definitely hold your own with the 85 defensive rating, but against the 7'2", 7'3" inside mashers or anybody with high rebounding, you're going to struggle against them, and it can be pretty tough. Now, the interior defense still is pretty nice. You can definitely hold your own, but you will allow quite a few easy layups and dunks. But as you've seen in the earlier mixtape, snatch blocks, swat blocks, those are all still available. You can definitely still get them. Right there, showing off the nice little pass accuracy compared to the last 7'3" inside masher with no pass accuracy. It was really nice to have some pass accuracy once again, get some easy assists, and we get 12 of them in this gameplay. And the 25 steal right there, picking off the passing lanes, going coast to coast, and the poster, get out of the way. That 92 driving dunk and slashing takeover goes absolutely crazy. And that's what I mean. I don't even rock posterizer anymore. You can still get a ton of easy dunks, and I do have that easy blow bys, and I really do see what you guys have been meaning. The green window on the dunk meter with easy blow bys is definitely bigger. I definitely have been greening a lot more, but honestly, the Hall of Fame quick first step I think has been a little bit underwhelming. Maybe I still have to max out this build, but I did max out my speed with ball, acceleration, and I do have a 95 acceleration in slashing takeover and 86 speed with ball. You can really see it when I grab a rebound and come down the court. 99 speed and takeover right there too, so that's gonna be hard for that 7'1" to keep up as well. Absolutely insanely athletic, probably one of the most athletic 7-footers that you can make. The 99 post control right there too. You can drop step your opponents no problem. Nice little standing dunk. But we already have 20 points in the second quarter. Beautiful cut by my teammate. I see him. If you see somebody cutting, you can just go R1, L1. You don't really have to know what their icon is. It's a really easy tip to get some easy cuts, easy dots off of that. If you guys didn't know that, R1, L1, it passes to the person closest to the net. So make sure you guys are aware of that. Once again, right there, easy R1, L1s. It'll get you so many easy assists. Not even just for full court outlet passes, but like I just said, if you see somebody cutting, the only one cutting to the rack, R1, L1, that'll get the ball to them quickly, and you'll be easily able to score. Once again, I believe we do have Rise Up on in this gameplay. I could be wrong, but that 90 standing dunk coming in absolute handy. I see the corner man wide open. He splashes that for 3. We do wreck this team. We do absolutely dominate this team, but maybe I have to get my build a little bit higher to really feel that Hall of Fame quick first step and get it to 99. I only have it at 94 right now, I believe, so I still do have some ways to go. But right there, that was a nice quick speed burst with the Hall of Fame quick first step. You could see it right there. Maybe I'm just not using it properly, I don't know, but I do have to do a little bit more experimenting with this build. But I wanted to drop this build for you guys. I know there would be a ton of people interested in this, and I do think it is a little bit better of a park build because of the interior defense and the rebounding. But like I said, 85 defensive rebound, you can hold your own, but honestly for a center build, I do prefer that 93 at least. 94 is nice for that Hall of Fame box out as well too, but I just really think that 93 rebound is perfect, and the 88 interior defense I think is the money spot for the interior defense rating as well too. But we get 28 points at halftime on 100% shooting, so we have not missed a shot yet, going absolutely crazy, getting close to that triple double. We only have 6 rebounds at halftime as well too. all of a sudden in the fourth quarter, I started getting a ton of rebounds because we did not have 10 rebounds for a while. We already have our double-double a minute and a half into the third quarter, so you know that triple-double is on the way. But the highlights that you can get with this build, extremely fun. It really is another extremely fun build to use, and you can absolutely go crazy with it in the park. I'm definitely going to have to try and get some park gameplay with this build. And people will sit paint on you. I talked about this in the last gameplay video with the diamond paint beast. If somebody is sitting paint on you, make sure that you set screens, because if they're sitting paint, your guard can roll off of that or go off of the screen, get an easy three, they can drive, they can dish to you, whatever it may be. But we are dunking all over the competition in this gameplay. So there is a few tricks that you can do. Make sure you have nice cuts as well, like that too. Once he comes up to plays, you can slip. And we have 36 points, 7 boards, and 11 assists. So this build, it does have the capabilities to put up numbers, but it really just depends on the matchup. If, like I said, I can't say it enough, a 7'2" or 7'3" high rebounding interior defense build, it might be a little bit harder for this build to score, but coming down the lane like that, you will absolutely get some monstrous contact dunks. Once again, the nice little talkback jam. Absolutely recommend using the dunk meter. Once you're in that slashing takeover, use the dunk meter. You will catch a ton of bodies. It is really simple. Right there, I didn't use the dunk meter, but I probably should have. It probably would have put me into a contact dunk animation, but I love the tomahawk cockback jams. Right there, I probably could have passed it to the corner for an easy assist. But 44 points, there's our 16th rebound, 12 assists. We get 1 steal with that 25 steal rating. Unfortunately, no blocks. We were guarding a stretch, so we didn't get a lot of interior defense in there, but we did held him to 1 of 4 shooting, and he almost graded out actually. So another nasty gameplay for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you drop a like, hit that sub if you're new. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.